All right, our next pitcher is Chessie Ogens. Her idea is Project Sparkle.
Hey, everybody. Oh my goodness, you put me in front of kids and I can speak all day long, but you put me in front of adults, and so I'm picturing all of you as like kindergartners right now, so feel free to pick your nose or something. So my name is Chessie Ogens, and I am a makerspace educator as well as a part-time ed tech coach for Monroe Public Schools. I am very excited and extremely honored to be before you this evening to tell you about something that has become extremely near and dear to me, and that is Project Sparkle. But I have to back it up a bit, and I have to tell you Lexi's story first, because Lexi is the reason or the seed behind it all. So I met Lexi about 3 years ago, and aside from being cute as can be, Lexi is the student that is always on time. Lexi always does her homework, and she goes above and beyond in every single assignment she's given. But she's quiet. She's a rule follower. She gets through her school day, and she's a stellar student. However, the more and more I worked with Lexi, because I feel student relationships are essential in every single minute of the educational day, I knew that Lexi needed more from me. She challenged me as an educator. So I mixed some things up, and I did what I knew to do. I gave her harder problems. I gave her more to read, and I made her leader of the group, but it didn't work. So I tried my best to help Lexi find her niche. And it wasn't until I introduced the Hour of Code to Lexi that I finally saw that spark. Like, Lexi was ready to go. She came to school every single day with a smile on her face. She was ready to solve problems like a boss. And I even received an email from both of her parents saying, "What did you do?" And my answer was, I didn't do much. I just gave her an opportunity. So I then introduced her to other 21st century skills like programming Dash and Dot and programming Ozobots. And I simply allowed her time to explore, create, and share her work. The interest, the fire, and the desire to learn was finally sparked. And because of this, Project Sparkle was born. I saw exactly what these type of hands-on lessons and experiences did for Lexi. So I began to wonder, how many more Lexis were in the classrooms of our school? How many girls were eager to learn science, technology, engineering, and mathematics? Science and all of those things are so important, and I wanted to put those interests into action. So last year, after speaking with a few teachers and receiving some recommendations, I hand-selected 8 girls to pilot our first cohort of young ladies who were set out to change the world. I saw unimaginable results. I witnessed intense problem solving. I witnessed learning by failure and design by learning. And most of all, I witnessed tons of sparkle. I opened it up this year and I accepted video applications, which I was kind of nervous about because a lot of our kids don't necessarily have technology at home. But I was absolutely overwhelmed by their creativity and their eagerness to be a part of Project Sparkle. We are now in our second cohort at Arborwood Elementary. We currently have 18 active members, and I couldn't be happier. As a matter of fact, I wish they were all standing behind me right now because their energy and desire to learn is so contagious, and I wish you could catch that fever. So I have a little wonder. How many Lexis can we reach? How many just need that push, that opportunity, or that door to open for them? I am sure there are so many Lexis across the state of Michigan. I want to find them. And Project Sparkle could benefit so many young ladies. There is such a purposeful need for computer programming, designing, prototyping, and all of these 21st skills that encourage collaboration, critical thinking, creativity, imagination, and leadership. Project Sparkle also offers young ladies the opportunity to dabble in STEM-related fields and disciplines that could possibly turn into a career. We know that our STEM fields are dominated by men, and I see a lot of men in the crowd, and I do want you to know that there's a Tear It Up Club starting next month just for boys. We'll be tearing apart a Dyson vacuum cleaner that crashed at my house, and a printer and an iPad. So that's just for boys. So the funding. The funding is absolutely essential to make this project work. 8 to 12 startup kits would go out to any interested teachers across the state. They would include things like what I'm wearing and a membership bracelet. So I want to spread the sparkle all across the state and give them a chance to shine. So.
Oh, you gotta stay up here for questions. Chessie, questions.
Light is bright. Questions?
What is your plan for how you would encourage that state participation?
That's a great question. I didn't get to that because 5 minutes went by really fast, even though I didn't think that they would. So thank you for asking that question. I'm a big social media gal, so I would put it out there as far as a website and a blog. That would be part of the funding as well. I would like to get the Weebly out of the URL. So I would like to fund a website that I would put out there and have anyone who's interested in starting up a Project Sparkle within their own building to apply. And depending on the funding, I would like to send out 8 to 12 starter kits, and within those starter kits would include an iSparkle apron, as well as a membership bracelet, and the materials to do 3 to 5 startup activities for the club. So, any other questions? Yes, sir.
Is the focus exclusively on coding?
No, absolutely not. It's the focus is anything that is science, technology, engineering, or math related. Messing up, getting messy. Last year we did some chemical reactions, we made some slime, and a big part of this is bringing community members in. Last week we had a nurse come and speak to the girls, and I have never ever heard these girls so quiet. I mean, it was an OB nurse that came in and talked. So they were absolutely thrilled. She did a great job of telling them and encouraging them to stay in school and learn those science and math skills that they would need to have a career out of that. So anything related in the STEM field. Any other questions? All right, thank you very much.